Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ADHC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And in this situation, makes mapping out and really just summarizing kind of the price action today very straightforward. And if you're to say, Clay, look, summarize the price action today, I would say pump and dump on thin ice. Now, before you go, and I'm not saying pump and dump in the sense of this company's being run out of somebody's basement over in, Somalia. I'm not saying that at all. I don't know anything about the company. I'm making that statement based solely on how the price acted today. And my definition of a pump and dump is that a price makes a really nice move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, the price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. So let's first just start by mapping out kind of where this all started. And to me, it all started down here when it broke outside of this range at 0019. If you look back here through the history of the chart, you can see that the price a few times not that long ago was trying to get up above that point and just couldn't quite do it. So that's where I'm saying, it all started by, when it broke out. So let's go through the definition. Price makes a really nice move. Well, considering that it started right there and then it went all the way as high as there, I think everyone would agree that it was a very, very nice move. And then the second part, within a relatively short amount of time. And given this all happened in the same day, I would once again assume that we can all agree that, okay, yeah, this happened in a relatively short amount of time. The price goes back to where it started or sometimes lower. Now, this is where the thin ice comes into play because technically speaking, and to give credit where credit's due, the price could come down here, bounce around here at 0019, and then head up. So 0019 is that thin ice point. And if the price does hold above the thin ice, then again, to be fair, okay, fine. You'd have a set of lows there. Previous set of lows would be down there. If you picture these as stair steps, well, hey, you got stair steps progressing in the upwards direction, and that's the name of the game from the big picture perspective. However, if the price comes down there and cracks below that thin ice and goes, down in this direction, well, at that point in time, the price is literally right back in the area where it just started and, technically speaking, a little bit lower. And that is what a pump and dump is. So there is some thin ice. There is some opportunity for the bulls to put in a higher low next week, but there's not much wiggle room, and that's why I'm calling it thin ice. So we'll see what happens with it, but there's a lot of downwards momentum on it right now. But who knows? Maybe this is just an excessive pullback, and the bulls are getting ready to build a longer-term uptrend. We shall see. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.